Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Eala's Grand Slam debut halted in 3-set Ronald Garros battle. Eala's highly anticipated Grand Slam debut was spoiled by Eala Arango, who outlasted the Filipina 6-0, 2-6, 6-3 in a hard-fought opening round encounter at the French Open. The match served as a rematch of last year's Miami Open qualifiers, where Arango also triumphed. Despite Eala's steady rise in the rankings, now world no. 69, the 88th ranked Colombian once again proved a challenging obstacle, using her court craft and consistency to grind out another victory. Arango came out firing in the opening set, steamrolling Eala without dropping a game. The Colombian broke serve 3 times and held her own with ease, applying relentless pressure through deep returns and a steady baseline game. Eala struggled to find rhythm, tallying 17 unforced errors against Arango's mere 4. The tide shifted in the second set. Eala steadied her ground strokes and improved her first serve percentage, managing to go toe-to-toe with Arango in extended rallies. The 20-year-old Filipina edged ahead 3-2 before a rain delay temporarily halted play. When action resumed, Eala rode the momentum, winning 3 straight games, including 2 key breaks, to take the set 6-2 and force a decider. But Arango quickly reasserted control in the final set, breaking Eala's serve in the opening game. Both players held serve through the next 6 games, but Eala was unable to make inroads on return. Serving to stay in the match at 5-3 down, Eala faltered under pressure, allowing Arango to earn the decisive break and seal the win. The loss denied Eala a potential high-profile second-round matchup against No. 8 seed Zhang Qinwen of China, her former conqueror at the 2023 Asian Games and the reigning Olympic champion. For Eala, the promising debut ends in disappointment, but the experience offers valuable lessons as she continues her push toward breaking through on the WTA Tour. In getting this far, she had already become the first player from the Philippines to reach the main draw of a Grand Slam in the Open era. Clay and courage. Eala's Grand Slam awakening. Paris doesn't sing in June. It breathes, soft and slow, through clay dust and quiet applause, through the nervous shuffle of sneakers on sun-warmed courts. For Eala, the City of Light was less about glamour and more about gravity. Roland Garros wasn't just a tennis tournament. It was a dream etched in red clay. At 19, the Filipina phenom had already won junior Grand Slam titles, etched her name into the ITF circuit with growing authority, and inspired a nation not historically known for tennis greatness. But this was different. This was the main draw of Grand Slam. This was where names are made legendary, or forgotten. She stepped onto court 7 with a sense of purpose, not fear. The sun crowned her like it understood the weight she carried, the weight of a country's hope, a family's faith, and a young woman's fire. Across the net stood a seasoned opponent, faster, stronger, and hungrier than the rankings suggested. A player who tasted the tour's grit and refused to make room for newcomers without a fight. The first set was a dream. Eala played like the court was hers, fluid, fierce, focused. Her left-handed forehands spun wickedly, carving angles that turned defense into attack. The crowd, a blend of curious Parisians and proud Cavabayans waving miniature flags, murmured in surprise. The scoreboard blinked 6-4 in her favor. Commentators buzzed, impressive from the teenager. She's not here to participate. She's here to win. But Grand Slam tennis is not about how you start. It's about how deep you can dig when the match gets ugly. It did. In the second set, the opponent adjusted. Experience crept in where adrenaline faded. Eala's serve faltered under pressure. A few unforced errors, a double fault, and the momentum shifted like wind through Parisian streets, sudden and unforgiving. Her opponent took the set 6-2. Eala's coach watched from the box, arms crossed, lips tight. He knew what this meant. The third set wouldn't just test her strokes. It would test her soul. Between dreams and defeats, Eala's journey to this court had never been straight. While other girls went to prom or studied for university entrance exams, Eala lived out of suitcases, from academy to academy, country to country. Spain taught her the clay. The Philippines taught her the heart. When the third set began, you could see the push and pull of both. There were moments, brilliant, electric, where she painted lines and roared with clenched fists. Then came the shadows. A loose backhand, a lapse in footwork, a flicker of doubt. It became a battle not just of bodies, but of belief. She went down a break, 5-3. The opponent served for the match. And still, Alex refused to go quietly. She hustled for every point, chased every ball, like it mattered more than her next breath. She saved 2 match points with daring passing shots that brought the crowd to their feet. Even the chair umpire leaned forward in awe. But the third time, the opponent didn't miss. A clean serve, a wide return, aghast. Game, set, match. The scoreboard read loss, but the court told a different story. The aftermath. Eala sat in her chair, towel over her head, hiding the tears. Not from shame, but from the weight of trying so hard for so long only to come up short. Her opponent came over. A handshake, a brief embrace, respect passed without words. At the press conference, her voice cracked but didn't break. "I gave it my all," she said. This was just the beginning. Social media buzzed, not with criticism, but pride. Filipino fans flooded the internet with support. Journalists praised her composure, her technique, her tenacity. Grand Slam debutants often willed under pressure. She fought. The loss wasn't the story. The fight was. Clay lessons. Every player learned something on clay. For Alex, the lesson was that talent opens doors, but resilience keeps you in the room. She had the shots, but now she had something greater. The knowledge that she could hold her own against the world's best. As she packed her bags to head to the grass season, she didn't just carry rackets and gear. She carried clay on her shoes and fire in her heart. In a sport that measures greatness not by a single match but by what comes after, Alex Eala had passed her true test, not just of skill, but of spirit. Back home, in a tennis court in Quezon City, a young girl watched the match with wide eyes. She didn't flinch when Alex lost. She simply picked up her own racket and whispered, "Someday, Ako naman." Because that's what heroes do. They lose with grace. They rise with purpose. And they leave trails so others can follow.